Hi there. So I joined TikTok, and I don't do any dancing or anything like that. I started out with I have a tarot reading where I do a tarot reading of the day, but then I decided I wanted to, I started watching some of them. I'm on a Facebook ban for 30 days, and this is what prompted all this. And so I did a few TikTok videos, and I had one the other day on word magic, like, blow up. Like, it got like almost 13,000 views, and that's more than I've ever had anything viewed. And I was really pleasantly surprised with people's reaction to the content. And I just wanted to do a video and say that if you've ever felt compelled to do like a blog or a video or anything, please do it. I mean, don't fear that other people are going to say something or be mean, and let that keep you from not doing it, or let being camera shy keep you from not doing it. To get over the camera shyness, you have to just keep doing it. Because I actually really enjoy doing videos now. I've been sitting there and I've been looking back, and I've been isolated from society for like 7 years now. I don't really interact with the public. It's really, I've really been isolated. I have not worked outside the home in almost 4 years. And short of, I do odd jobs. I clean a couple houses, and I do some tarot reading, and I do just some various things. I drive some people for reimbursement, and that's about it on a regular basis. And then I have some money that I get from my dad from where he passed away. But in 2014, I left my husband and my kids. I'd been there for 10 years, and it was horrible. He was happily married, and I was a shell of a person. He's a narcissist, and I'm an empath, and he had drained me to the point that I was damn near suicidal. I have fibromyalgia, which I know now has a lot to do with emotional trauma, because the pain levels went down so much after I got out of there. Anyhow, at that time, I had like a spiritual awakening. I began to see visions, and I had a couple of strange incidences, and just things began to click. And during this 3-year span, I got the opportunity to bond with my dad and stay with my dad. And that was really good, because we didn't know each other on a friend. My dad was always my best friend, but I had never really felt like telling him certain things, because I was his daughter, and he would, think that what I was doing wasn't appropriate or what have you. But we're very much alike. And we got to the point where we could share stories, like about things that we did in our lives, and it was nice. And had I not left and done everything the exact way that I did, it wouldn't have gotten me to where I am. But I found him dead on August 24th, 2017, and he just didn't wake up. And it was shortly after that I began to have dreams where he would appear and give me some information, and then eventually he told me about the reincarnation thing, and then I never saw him again. And I've done a video on that on here. But I don't know. It's just it's weird how life works, and how you just can't really have expectations for how things are going to go. You just have to go with it. And let's say you're going to a party, okay? And you envision this being the most fun party in the world, and then it turns out to be a bust, or vice versa. No matter what your expectation is, it's never going to, the actual event is never going to be how you envisioned it. So I tend to go into events with a blank slate, no, just let's see what happens. You know, I'm going to try to have the best time I can. I hope that everything is for the highest and greatest good, and let's see what happens. I don't have huge expectations. And I didn't have huge expectations for this TikTok thing either, and it was really crazy when I picked up my phone and I saw all these views. And I picked up like 2,000 subscribers in like a day. I mean, I've had this YouTube for a year, and I've got 230 people. I mean, and that's cool. I'm not trying to, like, my goal is 1,000 so that I can go live. That's really, you know, all I'm trying to do. But it's been nice to see some of the reactions of some of these people, because some of it's made them think. And that's what we need to do, is plant the seeds. They gotta uncover the information on their own. But TikTok's kind of nice because it's just nice little 1-minute clip, and it's not too overwhelming as far as truth. And then if they really like you or they want to learn more, I mean, you can link them to a YouTube. YouTube is cool too. I mean, it's really kind of cathartic. So after my dad died, well, no, actually, wait. When Juliet was born, I moved in with my mother, and that made things even more isolating because I have zero privacy here. She's a non-player character and is 100% surveillance. Has always been that way. Like, I've never been allowed to have private conversations. When I was in school, I used to have to, like, send, like, notes. We used to write notes back and forth back then. And I had to send them home with my friends because my mom would find them and then read them and try to put words in between the lines instead of just, like, it means what it says. Or if something was a joke or an inside joke, you know, and it was sarcasm, you know, no, that's literal. It was awful. So anyways, there's still a lot of that here. And I know I need to leave, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable leaving her here by herself. Non-player character or not, how I treat her is still on me. And I have a certain responsibility. You know, my children, especially my son, he cares for her a lot. And I have a certain responsibility to look out for her, for him. And, you know, just a few months ago, I mean, had I not been here to send her to the hospital that night, right then, because she was going to wait until morning, she would have lost her other leg. And, I mean, it was that close. It was literally, if I wouldn't have sent her then, she would have at least lost her foot. She did lose the toe. So, it's been incredibly isolating, though, because I can't have phone conversation. I mean, nothing. I mean, as you can see, I'm out here on the porch, and it's freezing because if she knew that I made YouTube videos that anybody could view, oh my gosh. I mean, this is somebody that is crippled by the thought of other people judging them. But it's a learning experience, as everything is. And, you know, when I had my spiritual awakening, when I left my ex-husband, I was absolutely just, I mean, the behavior that I saw from everybody in my life, because I had had a nervous breakdown and a bad year, and I was having some personal struggles right then. Everybody gave up on me. Nobody had faith in me. Nobody had faith that I could get better. Nobody had faith. I knew it the whole time, though. Nobody would listen, though. I've not one time ever been able to tell my entire story to, like, anybody that was relevant in my life, or I thought was relevant. But the universe moves people out of your way, and it does things that you just don't foresee happening. I mean, I never would have thought that I'd be sitting here talking to a camera, but yet at the same time developing some of the best connections that I've had. And that's the thing. We've got to connect with each other. They're working really hard to keep us isolated. And I think some of the stuff that has kept me isolated, you know, had I not been isolated, I might have been able to wake up more people. But at the same time, I'm still doing what I can. I'm still trying to make a contribution. And people really do respond better to videos because it puts a human face to you. It makes you a real person. It makes you not seem, I mean, I'm not this ragingly insane woman. I mean, I'm a pretty normal person, but the things that I feel are true is not what the mainstream pushes on you. And does that make me wrong? No. Because at the end of the day, every single one of us has a different reality. Nobody else's reality is going to be the same as yours. And anything's possible. Whatever you feel is true is true. It's just like with the tarot reading. Like, I get told that I'm incredibly accurate. And on the readings that I've done for myself and my friends, I mean, yeah, they're absolutely incredibly accurate. But I feel it's because I have faith in it. I believe that it works, and I listen. I listen to the cards. It's like when I spread them out, I will hear the card say this one, which whatever. But it works. And people that don't have faith in it, though, it won't work the same. And I don't know. I mean, one of the ways that we take our power back is learning to love ourselves. I mean, and learning the word magic, learning to change the way you speak, change the way you think. There is good in every situation. We've got to stop with negative self-talk. We've got to stop. Humans aren't bad. We aren't inherently bad. The average man is good. I mean, it's just, and we've got to stop just blindly following and associating ourselves, with a political party. And I mean, that is like some of the most classic divide and conquer. Religion is classic divide and conquer. I mean, I had a friend on Facebook that I've talked to for a while the other day, and he's like, "You don't believe in God?" I'm like, "Well, not in the traditional sense." "Well, I thought you were a Christian." No, I'm not a Christian. You might have wanted to ask. People just assume that. Because I'm American? I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, had I not started, I mean, I've met really great people. I was feeling really isolated at the beginning of 2019, and so I started an online Facebook group, and then I picked up tarot reading, and then I started a Twitter through that, and I started a YouTube, and then I started a TikTok, and my Facebook group has like almost 1,900 people in it now, and I've got over 200 people here, and hopefully I'll get more. I mean, I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to connect with people. We need to envision like rainbow bridges in between our hearts. I mean, we've got to connect, and we've got to unify. If they're going to keep us separate, well, we'll figure out a way around it. We've got to just think outside the box, and really work on getting connected with your intuition. I'm telling you, that really helps, that inner voice. Listen to it, follow it. And the more you do that, the stronger it gets. I think that's all. I'm just kind of ranting today, but I appreciate each and every viewer. Thank you for my 2 patrons. If you enjoy my channel, please share it. Have a great day.